Hey, what's happening today, everybody? I'm Toby the Survivor of Not So Sugoi, and I am here today to do nothing more than break the boundaries being your cute, lovable anime girl wife, because that's what we do here on Not So Sugoi. We're always breaking the modern boundaries of this medium known as the World Wide Web, this media outlet, this miserable existence of purgatory on the internet, this slice of hell known as YouTube. Today we're checking out Decay of Logos on the Steam PC gaming platform, and my god, what a fucking train wreck this game is. Play the footage. Let's just go ahead and talk about the game right now. Play the footage. No, play it. No. This guy's new. Decay of Logos is what I would like to call the most interesting piece of trash I have had the chance to play as of yet. And by interesting piece of trash, I mean really it's a game that fools me into thinking, wow, this is going to be something very special based on the artwork and how this game looks in general. Just at a first glance, it's impressive. This game has everything in the beginning. It's got a Breath of the Wild type vibe going on about it. It's got some Dark Souls combat. It lets you gouge the eyes out of your elk companion within the first 5 minutes of the game. And yet there's something always very off about this unique kind of trashy masterpiece, and it's probably the fact that the combat is it's not combat, it's busted as fuck. The combat makes me feel so immobile that I feel like an infant crawling around during a Dark Souls boss, but I already felt like an infant crawling around during a Dark Souls boss, so if that was the case in Dark Souls, then at this point I'm just a fucking fetus begging for my life, my not yet even born life, as I hobble around with this fucking shoddy lock-on system that only wishes it can match the quality of a Souls-like title, a proper Souls-like title at that. And that is the worst and most upfront problem with this game to date. And that is possibly the worst problem with this game so far. Now, I know what you're saying, but Tofu, you're never negative about anything you talk about, so why are you being so harsh on this game? This looks visually pleasant on the eyes, this looks fun, this looks kind of bright, colorful, playful, it's got a cute elf girl that some people might want to slap their ding-dong to. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, because that's where this game gets you. You will be lured in to playing at least the first several hours of this game on the assumption that this is going to start getting better. Well, you are sadly mistaken. This game is not going to get better. This game is just going to get worse as you continue to play it. But, Tofu, that doesn't sound like that would be accurate. And I'm telling you guys, but faithful audience of millions of subscribers, I can confirm that that is in fact the case with you guys. Case 1, like I had previously stated, the combat is trash. Case 2, as previously stated, the combat is trash. Case 3, the exploration is fun when it works properly. Case 4, the combat. Case 5, the combat, if I have not made this point already, can absolutely go take a gun and murder itself on a cold winter day on the most foreign part of the earth possible, away from my body, because I don't want to have to smell the rotting, diseased, decaying corpse that's sitting next to me for the rest of the year because I'm too lazy to clean up after my goddamn self because I'm living in my parents' basement at the age of 30 plus, playing magic cards every Sunday with my buddy Ed. Case 6 with this game, the exploration is pretty good when it works. Now, you're probably wondering, what do I mean when I say it works? Well, there is an awful glitch I kept encountering in this game where I'd be kind of, moseying around, doing my thing, exploring, and then I would just kind of become, to a complete halt because my character would freeze in place. And at this point, I would try the typical troubleshooting type stuff, exit the menu, enter the menu, repeat that a few times, try and switch between a keyboard and a controller and see if different inputs work. Just general things like that. But alas, the only fix for it is just to restart the game. And since this game doesn't have a manual save feature, you're kind of stuck loading wherever the game last saved you at. So that means if you've been exploring around for quite a while and have not rested anywhere, then you are absolutely triple anus fucked. Unless you enjoy that thing, that could be good. Take it either way. That's your preference though. But you are triple, quadruple, 12 times anus fucked if you have not saved, because the game don't give a damn if your fucking character froze and you are stuck out in the wilderness as you are being petrified by a goddamn mud slug that has busted ass timings and animation and OP fucking attacks against you. But Tofu, why the harsh criticism? That poor mud slug or whatever the shit slug, ass slug, whatever it's called, doesn't deserve that kind of scrutiny. Surely there's some redeeming features about this game. There are boss fights, and man, those bosses, they have really cool designs, and the attacks are pretty cool, but I think, what was it that I was talking about, the rules? I think between 1 to 6 is the combat sucks absolute fucking shit. Next rule, next case in point. Leveling up in this game takes for fucking ever, and sometimes you just can't find a place to rest to fully heal yourself. There are stat penalties in this game. Combat you endure, distance traveled, dicks you have sucked, numbers of gay sex porn videos you have probably accidentally looked up on Pornhub because you didn't set your preferences properly. The resting in this game absolutely sucks shit. In summary, I think Decay of Logos is a pretty interesting attempt at a game trying to be a Souls-like with the atmosphere of a Legend of Zelda game, much in the vein of Breath of the Wild, but it doesn't do anything. It's just that. It just wants to be a Souls-like, and that's exactly it. And you can't claim that your game is good purely on wanting to be a Souls-like game. Sure, yes, it has some ideas going for it, but ideas are purely ideas, and they don't go anywhere. You can't have a game with fucking shitty combat and then expect the rest of the game to fall on solely relying on ideas. It just doesn't work out like that. Oh, and one last thing I didn't mention, riding the elk in this game is absolute shit. Try riding this elk for more than 10 feet. It'll drive you fucking mad. On top of having to baby this thing and feed it fruit every 2 goddamn seconds, you literally cannot ride this guy without feeling like you're driving in a car that has a speed limit on it of 10 miles per hour. But at that point, if I have played through so much of this game and have not once ridden the elk at a fast enough speed to even make me feel justified to having a Zelda-like experience at Breath of the Wild, then that's just another failed idea or theory of this game. I give it my lowest score to date. I give this game a negative 80 out of 10. Yep. Hey, what's going on today, guys? Thank you so much for watching this brand new episode of Not So Sugoi. Now, I know we've been a little bit off schedule lately with the new uploads, but that's going to come back on track hopefully for the month of October, which will be Spooktober. I hope to have at least one good Halloween episode this year. Speaking of good spooks, you know it's not scary? Seeing some lovely Patreon backers supporting this channel. That's right, guys. We've got the fantastic, always present, the Nine Dogs. Uncolent is how I'm going to just decide to pronounce his name from now on because I'm tired of trying to figure out the pronunciation for that. For the price of $1. And get your name at the end of these videos, and you can show your support if you like content like this. And also you can show your support if you don't feel like paying money.
What? No money?
Giving a like, commenting, subscribing to the channel, making sure you've got that bell button smashed so you get all notifications from here. But once again, guys, just to repeat, thank you so much for showing your love, support, and watching this video. I love you guys. Fuck me, fuck my life, fuck my ass. I'm out of here.